Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson is presented by Acti Staten, Adena Springs, Ashford Stud, Bloodstock Research, Castleton Lions, Claiborne Farm, Crestwood Farm, Darby Dan Farm, Gainesway, Horse Sense, Juddmont Farm, Keeneland, Lane's End, Malone's, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, Pin Oak Stud, Quillen Leather and Tack, Ramard, Sally Horse Fans, Shadwell Farm, Three Chimneys Farm, and Windstar Farm.
Hello everyone and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks prep races from Sunland Park and Turfway Park, and a new world record on turf from Gulfstream Park. We begin at Aqueduct with the Grade 3 Excelsior Stakes. Morty's Miracle, the 2-to-1 favorite. John Embrial has the call.
Midway up the backstretch after a half. Sharp 46 and 4/5 seconds. Morty's Miracle and Coliseo still right together, and Hart Butte just off them in third. Last Gunfighter down at the rail. The 2011 Belmont Stakes winner Ruler on Ice on the outside. Then it's Jones Choice, who's gaining some ground in between horses, and the trailer is Isn't He Perfect? 3/4 in 1:11 and 2. Still Morty's Miracle and Coliseo. Gaining ground on the outside is Jones Choice. And Last Gunfighter is there. Coliseo's dropped out of it. Ruler on Ice is on the far outside. They're in the stretch. It's Morty's Miracle with the lead. Last Gunfighter in tight down at the rail. Jones Choice alongside. Then it's Isn't He Perfect and Ruler on Ice. Morty's Miracle with the lead. Last Gunfighter rallies at the rail. Last Gunfighter to take over from Morty's Miracle. And Last Gunfighter is going to win the Excelsior Stakes by 2 lengths.
3-to-1 second choice Last Gunfighter by Claiborne Farm stallion First Samurai gets up to defeat favored Morty's Miracle by 2 lengths. Rajiv Mirage aboard in 150 and 3. After placing in his first 4 starts for Helen Pitts, Last Gunfighter is 5 for 5 since being transferred to trainer Chad Brown. He opened this season with a sharp victory in the Evening and Tire Stakes over the track. The 4-year-old colt was bred in Kentucky by his owner, John D. Gunther. Last Gunfighter has earned $295,000. To Santa Anita for the Grade 3 Tokyo City Cup at 1.5 miles over the main track. Breeders' Cup Marathon winner Kaleidoscopio, the 5-to-2 favorite. Trevor Denman picks up the call.
Down the backstretch they go, and it's still Battyman out in front by just about a length. Sky Kingdom's been tracking him throughout, and now Sky Kingdom puts the pressure back on Battyman. They go to the half-mile together. It's 2 back to Dharma in third. Dreamcatcher along the rail. Oil as Black Gold gives them 5 length start. Richard's Kid just been patiently ridden. Jaycito's on the far side, and Kaleidoscopio still last. 6 lengths would cover the lot. Into the turn they go. Battyman still the leader with Sky Kingdom. They're 1.5 lengths in front. Along the inside, Dreamcatcher. Dahama is right there in the blinkers. Oil is Black Gold on the far side. Richard's Kid neck. Kaleidoscopio being asked to pick it up. Still has 7 to make up. At the top of the lane now, and Sky Kingdom goes for home. Here's Oil as Black Gold, and Oil as Black Gold making a nice run at Sky Kingdom. Dahama is in behind that. Battyman along the inside, and then Richard's Kid. They are homeward bound, and Sky Kingdom digs deep. He finds more. Oil as Black Gold can't get him. And at Sky Kingdom, the more they asked, the more he gave. And Sky Kingdom and Martin Garcia stride home positively in the Tokyo City Cup. They win well.
Sky Kingdom draws off to defeat Oil as Black Gold by 3 3/4 lengths for a 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sales graduates. Martin Garcia aboard in 2:30 and 2. The front end of a weekend graded stakes double for Garcia and Bob Baffert. Sky Kingdom becomes the 10th stakes winner of the meeting for the Hall of Fame trainer. This was his first attempt beyond 1 1/16. The 4-year-old colt by Empire Maker was bred in Kentucky by Jim Fitzgerald. Sky Kingdom has earned $233,000 for West Rock Stables, LLC. The colt was consigned by Lane's End agent to the 2009 Keeneland November sale, where he was purchased by West Rock Stables for $180,000. Rated stakes winner Sky Kingdom, the Keeneland Sales Graduate of the Week. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the latest world record on turf just ahead in this segment. We begin with turf fillies and mares at Santa Anita and the Grade 2 Santa Ana Stakes. Even money favorite Lady of Shamrock trails the field after an awkward start. Trevor Denman picks up the call.
Less than a half-mile to go. Quiet Oasis, Smarty B, A Jealous Woman turning the pressure on now. Three of them past the 3/8 together. Long Face travelling well. Now, can Long Face get through? White Cap at the rail, blocked in but full of run. Tis Flirtatious going to have to hook wide, and let's see. Lady of Shamrock is still last, got 7 to make up. They're at the top of the lane, and Quiet Oasis shakes loose again. Long Face now has room down at the rail. Tis Flirtatious, Lady of Shamrock running on great. They come for home. Quiet Oasis, Tis Flirtatious down the centre. Quiet Oasis, Tis Flirtatious, Tis Flirtatious got her. Lady of Shamrock finishing well. Tis Flirtatious to win it. Tis Flirtatious, too good on the day.
2-1 second choice. Tis Flirtatious holds off the late charge of favorite Lady of Shamrock by a length. Julianne Leperoux, the winning jockey, in 1:46 3. Never worse than third in 8 career starts, Tis Flirtatious has won 3 stakes in 4 attempts over the Santa Anita course. In her seasonal debut, the Marty Jones trainee defeated California breds in the Valentine Dancer Stakes. The 5-year-old mare by Tiz Bud races for her breeder, Pamela Zebarth. Tis Flirtatious has earned nearly $425,000. To Gulfstream Park for the Grade 2 Pan American Stakes. Last year's winner Newsdad, the 8-5 favorite, Larry Comas has the call.
3/4, 112 flat. They begin their journey up the backstretch with I Owe Ya Big Time now poking ahead in front. Teeks North back to second on the rail. Belo Acteon is in third. Twilight Eclipse fourth. Mucho Mas Macho fifth on the inside with 5 to make up. And Newsdad is closing the gap now. There goes Newsdad. Right by Mucho Mas Macho and Empire Builder. Newsdad is strong and he's only 3.5 lengths off the lead as they make their charge for the far turn. It is I Owe Ya Big Time. Teeks North, Belo Acteon. Newsdad and Twilight Eclipse right in it too. Mucho Mas Macho is 5 lengths off the lead as they make their way to the top of the stretch. It is I Owe Ya Big Time, the leader. Twilight Eclipse got through at the fence, and these two turn for home together. Newsdad full out now third, but Twilight Eclipse and Javier Castellano came through on the inside, and they're pulling away in the final furlong. From I Owe Ya Big Time and Newsdad, Twilight Eclipse has won the Pan American by 4.
Twilight Eclipse defeats I Owe Ya Big Time by 4 lengths in new world record time. Javier Castellano aboard the Keeneland Sales Graduate in 2:22 3, lowering the mark set by Bright Thought at Santa Anita 6 days earlier, a 1:11 brisk speed rating. Winner of the Grade 2 WL McKnight Handicap at 1.5 miles over the Calder turf in November, Twilight Eclipse opened this season with a 4th place finish in the Grade 2 McDermott Stakes. The 4-year-old gelding by Purim was bred in Kentucky by Epona Thoroughbreds and was a $1,000 Keeneland January yearling. After winning his first 2 starts at Indiana Downs, he was acquired privately by West Point Thoroughbreds. Twilight Eclipse has earned nearly $244,000. Javier Castellano with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. The Lanes End Stallion of the Week is Grade 1 winner Discreetly Mine, the fastest 3-year-old of his crop who carries on the legacy of AP&D. Such prominent owners as George Bolton, Ed Gaylord, Dan Hall, and Anna Ford are very enthusiastic about Discreetly Mine and his first yearlings. Log on to lanesend.com to read their comments. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with a late Kentucky Derby nominee coming up in this segment. 3-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. We begin with fillies at Turfway Park and the Grade 3 Bourbonette Oaks. Pure Fun, the 4-5 favorite in her first start since winning the Grade 1 Hollywood Starlet. Mike Battaglia has the call.
They're moving into the turn. Down along the inside, that's Marathon Lady Silcita second. Gaining from the inside, here comes Pure Fun. Then Awesome Mama. Broken Spell is also gaining from the extreme outside. As they move into the stretch, Silcita puts ahead in front. Marathon Lady, Pure Fun up on the outside is third. Then it's Broken Val. Silcita has a head in front. On the inside, Marathon Lady coming back again. These two to the wire. That's a bobbing photo.
And let's take another look at that photo finish. It's 9-1 Silcita with the lead, under 118 pounds in John Velasquez. 31-1 long shot Marathon Lady is challenging along the rail, toting 120 pounds in Robbie Alvarado. But Silcita gets up to take the photo by a nose. Odds-on favorite Pure Fun settles for third. Silcita by Adina Spring Stag and Macho Uno clocked in 138-1. After breaking her maiden first asking on turf at Calder in November, majority interest in Silcita was purchased privately by Eclipse Thoroughbred Partners, which won last year's Bourbonnette Oaks with In Lingerie. This was her first victory for trainer Todd Pletcher. The winner was bred in Florida by her co-owner, Tenurin Stable. Silcita has earned nearly $85,000. To New Mexico for the Sunland Park Oaks. California shipper Midnight Lucky bet down to 30 cents on the dollar. Robert Geller picks up the call.
And they start to pick up the tempo just a little bit here. Majestic River and Midnight Lucky continue to dominate, but Midnight Lucky has gone on by Majestic River, and she has got a neck in front. A length to Canticle in third, then came Unusual Way. Countess Curlin stretching her neck out is running on, but they go to the quarter, and Midnight Lucky has opened a length and a half lead on Majestic River. Unusual Way's gone to second, then Canticle, and from here on, is it going to be a matter of how far? Midnight Lucky well ahead. She's 4 in front, and she has not had to go into second gear. In second placing Unusual Way, and behind them Countess Curlin. But they go inside the furlong. Another star from the Bob Baffert barn, and she's set for bigger and better. Midnight Lucky is in a hand canter. What an outstanding display. Midnight Lucky couldn't have been more impressive. She's won by 8 lengths.
Odds-on favorite Midnight Lucky scores by 8 lengths over Unusual Way, while under a hand ride by Rafael Bejarano. Track record time of 1:41 flat. The third consecutive victory in the Sunland Park Oaks and 5th overall for trainer Bob Baffert, who suffered a heart attack a few hours after Princess Arabella won the 2012 edition, inspiring the current winner's name. Midnight Lucky was a 7 1/4 length debut winner at Santa Anita. The filly by Midnight Loot was bred in Kentucky by Chuck Kidder, J.K. and Linda Griggs. It was a $220,000 Saratoga yearling. Midnight Lucky has earned $153,000 for Carl Watson, Mike Pegram, and Paul Whiteman. Midnight Lucky paid $260 to win and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. Back to Turfway Park for the Rushaway Stakes. Crop Report, the 3 to 5 favorite. Once again, here's Mike Battaglia.
Now Crop Report begins to gain ground quickly as they move into the turn, but it's Divine Ambition with the lead. Still on the outside, taking the slow road. Red Wings on the inside. On the extreme outside, here comes Crop Report, but Divine Ambition has kicked clear by about 2.5. Here's Crop Report gaining. Red Wings on the inside also moves up. Divine Ambition, Crop Report comes from dead last. An impressive win for Crop Report under Joel Rosario in the Team Valor Rushaway.
Odds-on favorite Crop Report, the last to first winner for the race's sponsor. Divine Ambition second for a 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sales graduates. Joel Rosario up in 145-3. Team Valor International purchased the winner privately after he broke his maiden by 5 lengths in his second start at Newmarket last fall. Third in a Gulfstream allowance race on turf, won by Black Onyx in his U.S. debut. Crop Report was being pointed to the Grade 3 Spiral Stakes by trainer Graham Motion, but the race was oversubscribed. The colt by Medalla d'Oro was bred in Kentucky by Liberation Farm. It was a $35,000 Keeneland January 2-year-old. Crop Report has earned $57,000. American Produce Records is now available online. Visit brisnet.com/APR for unlimited access to the pedigrees of more than 3 million thoroughbreds for just $275 a year. A full field of 12 went posted at Turfway Park in the Grade 3 Spiral Stakes. My name is Michael, the 3 to 1 favorite. Again, here's Mike Battaglia.
Quarter went in 23-3. Mac the Man by a half length. On the outside, Giant finished second, a length. Then it's taken by the Storm, who runs third. Uncaptured right there, fourth. Fear the Kitten gains from fifth. Up from the outside, Black Onyx is sixth. Balance the Books is seventh. Channel Isle is next. then Capo Bastone for Greater Glory, and the trailer General Election, 48-1 for the half. Mac the Man, now Giant Finish, taken by the Storm. Taken by the Storm, moves by and gets the lead. Gaining on the outside, Black Onyx between horses. That's Uncaptured, still right there on the rail. That's Giant Finish. Gap of 2, then Fear the Kitten. As they move for the stretch, taken by the Storm and Black Onyx. Those two together, Uncaptured on the outside runs third. Giant finishes fourth, then up from the inside into fifth. That's My Name is Michael. Inside the final furlong, it's Black Onyx in front. Uncaptured gains on the outside, but it's going to be Black Onyx and Joe Bravo. They win the Spiral by a length.
15-1 shot Black Onyx, the winner officially by a length and a half over Uncaptured. Joe Bravo up in 151-4. A maiden winner of his second start for Carl Domino at Aqueduct in November. Black Onyx is 2 for 2 for trainer Kelly Breen. The colt was making his stakes debut after winning an entry-level allowance on turf at Gulfstream Park. The colt by Rock Hard 10 was bred in Kentucky by Cloverleaf Farms 2 Incorporated. It was a $125,000 Saratoga yearling. A late Kentucky Derby nominee, Black Onyx has earned nearly $408,000 for Sterling Racing.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by Remard's Total line of equine products featuring total equine relief, the leading product at racetracks used to control swelling and discomfort. For further information, please log on to remardinc.com.
Time now for the feature race of the week presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. It's the Grade 3 Sunland Derby. Bob Baffert had the top two choices, 6-5 favorite Governor Charlie and 3-1 Shaking It Up. Here's the call by Robert Geller.
Away they race, and coming out pretty well in the center, St. Prado. And a nice beginning on the inside for Just Win Baby. And it's St. Prado in front. Governor Charlie alongside, and on the rails are both Just Win Baby and Abraham. 3 across the track, almost 4. Just behind them is Show Some Magic. On the inside, Storm Driver. Racing into the pack is Mudflats. They're well bunched up. And as they leave the stretch, it's Shaking It Up, who's absolute last. Dry Summer second last. They're very well packed as they head towards the backstretch. Abraham on the inside, headed by St. Prado. A half a length away in third is Governor Charlie. A length and a half to Show Some Magic on the inside. Just Win Baby. Storm Driver looking for room off the track. Dry Summer and Mudflats. And still last of all is David Flores on Shaking It Up. And about 6 lengths covers the entire field. The pace has been modest. And pushing the tempo in the center is St. Prado. Abraham on the inside. They go clear a half to Governor Charlie. A length and a half to Show Some Magic on the inside. Just Win Baby. Storm Driver in the center. On the outside coming into it is Mudflats. Dry Summer's looking for room. And Shaking It Up is last. There hasn't been much move yet. Abraham a neck in front. On the outside, Governor Charlie's about to change that, is making a head for the lead. And it's Governor Charlie in front. St. Prado the center. Abraham giving ground. Show Some Magic running a mighty race. Behind them, Storm Driver. Running on now from the back on the inside. Shaking It Up. Needs to get a wriggle on. They go inside the quarter. And Governor Charlie in front. Tackled by Show Some Magic. St. Prado's beaten. Behind them, Abraham. Governor Charlie at the head of the lane in front. A length to Show Some Magic, and they've got away. It's Governor Charlie coming clear. Show Some Magic trying desperately, but Governor Charlie getting a well-deserved break here, going 3-4 in front. This horse has plenty of potential. Governor Charlie takes the 50 points and wins the Sunland Derby by 5 lengths.
Favored Governor Charlie, an easy 5-length winner over Show Some Magic, while under a hand ride by Martin Garcia. Track record time of 1:47-2. A Sunland Park Oaks Derby double for trainer Bob Baffert and Mike Pegram. Second in a 6-furlong sprint in his debut in January, Governor Charlie stretched out to a mile to impressively break his maiden at Santa Anita last month. The colt by champion Midnight Loot, out of a Stormcat daughter of champion Silver Bullet Day, was bred in Kentucky by Pegram. Governor Charlie earned $400,000 for winning the Sunland Derby, boosting his bankroll to nearly $445,000. We'll have 3-year-olds in the Grade 1 Florida Derby and the Grade 2 Louisiana Derby, along with the Dubai World Cup next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson has been presented by Acti Staten, Adena Springs, Ashford Stud, Bloodstock Research, Castleton Lions, Claiborne Farm, Crestwood Farm, Darby Dan Farm, Gainesway, Horse Sense, Juddmont Farm, Keeneland, Lane's End, Malone's, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, Pin Oak Stud, Quillen Leather and Tack, Ramard, Sally Horse Fans, Shadwell Farm, Three Chimneys Farm, and Windstar Farm. Online at tbredweek.com.